The following is an interview of Diana Wentworth by Tim Piering. Tim has known Diana for over 40 years. Diana is quite simply a force in the world. She visited Russia behind the Iron Curtain during the Cold War in the mid-1980s as a citizen diplomat to bring peace and connection between the East and West. She founded the Inside Edge, bringing world-class luminaries to teach and inspire hundreds of thousands over 4 decades. Diana is the co-creator of the acclaimed Chicken Soup for the Soul cookbook and the author of 10 other transformative books. What is she about? Simply dedicating herself to selfless service of others with heart to awaken and fulfill their highest potential. Diana's latest book is titled Expect Magic, about how miracles can unfold and where the previously impossible becomes possible. In this interview, she shares her techniques of using quantum questions, meditation, and mindset to literally change reality beyond our normal limits. And she does this using NuCalm technology as an amplifier to energize her physical and mental states using breakthroughs in neuroscience that NuCalm offers. Come along on a journey with both Tim and Diana as she freely shares her secrets to the often asked question, how do you maintain your energy, glow, and zest for life that seems to pour out from within? Diana shares her wisdom about how she has lived at this level up to the amazing age of 84.
84, right?
I'm 84.
And
That's a miracle, right?
that's amazing. And I'm just about a year out from 80 myself. So
Yeah, just a kid.
yeah, just I mean it's incredible. Now you're using NuCalm quite a bit, right? For different things. And can you just
hmm
talk about that a little bit? What programs you're using and how you use them? That'd be great.
I for every day for really 3 years now. I've been using NuCalm every single morning. I tend to wake up early since I was widowed for the second time and I'm alone. And it's the best use of my time for the whole day, really, because I lie in bed. I have my earphones, my sound canceling earphones, and I start with the rescue tracks, usually, at least that's what I did for years. And that's the track where it does deep healing in the body. And I love that. But what I discovered, I had been a meditator for over 50 years, starting out with transcendental meditation in
Yeah.
1970, and had always used mantras for meditation until I discovered NuCalm. And what I noticed, thinking it would help me with meditation and moving into that, transcendent state, I noticed that it not only did that, but that I began to live in a state of curiosity and wonder. And when we're expanded like that, and
So what you're saying is it carried over into the day then?
oh gosh, yes,
Yeah, so that state, that whatever state it was in, went into the day.
yes, yes. In meditation, you move into transcendence, where you're much more expansive and open and curious and wondering.
I have some grandsons that are just nothing but full energy. They're all over the place. One of them hopped over my back uh, wall. I thought he was going to break his neck and running around and stuff. And so I said, hey, come on over here. I want to try something. I put the
Mhm.
headphones on him and put a rescue on, and he zonked out. And then he came back, and I don't remember how long we did it. I took the headphones off of him, and he went out and he sat on the back steps and just stared out into nature for the longest time. It was like a miracle. I mean, this kid is just, they're all over the place, these grandsons, and it really did adjust his brainwaves down, and
Mhm.
so I thought that was really neat.
Calms that frenetic energy, it really does. It's a miracle. I bet he enjoyed it and maybe wanted to do
Yeah,
it some more.
yeah, yes. And so they have an excess energy and we need to get energy, right, at
Right.
our age.
Mhm.
We love rescue. But we have to ask the question, what is being rescued? This is the heart of the whole program. NuCalm rescues you from your reactive mind, your reptilian fight-flight brain, your anxious mind. It rescues you so you can get some peace of mind and beyond that energy for raising you into insights and possibilities of your highest self. Jim and David Poole will use a lot of brain structure talk, but this is what is happening on an experiential level. And of course, the whole sleep series then helps you maintain that higher level of functioning. We, meaning Tim and Diana, believe that NuCalm is helping us to evolve. It is speeding evolution, which can be painfully slow if just left to biological processes.
I began asking questions. Uh,
Mm,
I think as human beings, we're wired for survival, and our usual question when we wake up in the morning is, oh gosh, what do I have to do today? What hurdles do I have to climb? What problems do I have to solve? But I began asking, how can I be amazed by all the opportunities and the joy that flow into my day? What can happen that is really going to be exciting and new for me? How can I light up this world? I would just make up questions, and I found that in making the questions up, my energy, my enthusiasm, my wonder began to grow.
right. Yeah, well, thanks to Jim Poole and David Poole for
Yeah.
bringing this technology to us and making it so easy. I mean, you got it on your phone and you've got it on your iPad and headphones, and away you go. It's like rather than sitting in a cave in Tibet uh,
Yes.
for, you
I'm not
know,
cut out for
so
that.
many decades. Geez, so many decades to just get to this state. You can help accelerate that immediately with the NuCalm stuff, and
It's so
then
simple.
you just let go of any anxious thoughts that are coming up. So we're
Mhm.
working with the NuCalm, letting go of that, and then you can ask the quantum questions. Uh,
And I reached out to NuCalm when I discovered how magical it was. And they had, people talking, as you said, these were Navy SEALs. These were people who were living dangerous lives and they needed to lower their cortisol. And it was very clear what they could benefit. But I said, hey, I'm a woman and I am meditating. And people ask me all the time how I maintain my energy and this glow and this zest for life that seems to pour from within. And luckily they listened to me and I talked to you and you and I created something that we showed them and said, "Hey, this has more power than you've ever given it credit
mhm.
for. It has ripple effects that can lift up the world." So,
One thing I do too, and that is I put on Ignite, and I have a workout area outside in my side yard where I
mhm.
just got weights and benches to do presses and mats for doing push-ups and things and for pull-ups. I started inviting the neighbors over, and
Mhm.
so working out 3, 4 times a week with neighbors, with friends, and we put on the music and then we go through this whole routine with presses and push-ups and pull-ups and crunches for the stomach. And it's absolutely amazing the difference that it has made. And the Ignite energizes the whole thing. My
Mhm.
neighbor started at 290 pounds. He's now down to 240.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and he's completely changing, and his goal is to get to 225. He's already lost about 50 pounds. So,
That's amazing.
and for our age, we've got to move. We have to move. And
Hmm.
so that's what I kind of selected, and I find my energy is way higher, and the Ignite really gets me going because we also do some boxing and so forth. I got these rubber dummy things, and we put it on, and the women really love the boxing. It's amazing. So we get our energy moving, and that's important when you're up at this age. You got to move and you have to exercise. You have to do strength too, strength as well as cardio.
Tribute my great mental acuity to NuCalm. I really do. I feel like it just clears out the cobwebs and keeps my brain just functioning amazingly.
Oh, I love that. And my wife and I, every night we do the deep sleep. I
Aha.
just play it all night.
Mhm.
And it just at this age, I don't know about you, but sometimes it's hard to stay asleep an entire night. You wake
Oh,
up in the
sure.
middle.
Hmm.
And so with the NuCalm playing, if I wake up and have to run to the bathroom or whatever, then it helps me get back to sleep. But I don't just try to go back to sleep. I start asking these questions. I
Do
do
you?
mantras. I do meditation. Why
Hmm.
not? It's middle of the night. Why not
Right.
use it uh, productively rather
Hmm.
than go, oh crap, tomorrow I got all these things to do. And that's no way to go back to sleep. Go
No.
back to sleep at the higher energy, and then the NuCalm will drop you off. The other neat thing about that is a lot of times you can carry that into the dream space. You'll start, it'll energize you into the dream space. Now you're getting it into the unconscious, subconscious, like super powerfully. I'm thinking back to when Jim Poole was kicking this off, and they were going out to people who were highly stressed. So
Hmm.
this would be like airline
Hmm.
pilots or
Right.
all of these special service and Delta Force and SEALs and Marines and
Yeah.
stuff like that, because they're out there in the most stress environment you can have. How do you recoup and recover? I mean,
Hmm.
you can't. You're just reeled up. So they put the headphones on and they'd be able to rest and recoup. So all of a sudden, all of these groups started buying it because it was effective, really effective. And I was looking at the different groups and I said, hey, there's a group here. It's an ever-growing group and it's seniors. It's us.
Yes.
People who have done, lived their life. They've got their homes and their relationships and it's like, now what? And how could NuCalm be used for the seniors, for
Hmm.
health, for like you say, asking the quantum questions, for creativity. Right now, creativity is incredibly important. If you're
Hmm.
not creative, then you're just sort of going into a downward, ever narrow spiral.
It's a trance and it's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
There are seniors who are, I mean, they sit there and they watch TV and complain about, I mean, God, what a life that is.
I know.
I
It's
thought when
painful.
I retired, people were dying after they retired because their whole life was their work. My God, it's so exciting. There's so much we can that we're doing. And you too, Diana. It's like I'm more alive and more excited than ever at this point in my life.
Yes. I find all sorts of creativity just pouring through. And there's new tools to use to write things faster and make things more artful. It's just there's a lot of good things out
I know.
there that are happening that we need to be curious about so that we can add those to our life and express ourselves more fully.
Happier than you've ever been.
I am happier than this is the best part of my life. Who can ever believe an 84-year-old would say,
Wow.
I'm living the very happiest part of my life? It's a miracle, and NuCalm is really it. What if I told you that the radiance that people see in me, this inner glow that lights up rooms, isn't some genetic lottery? It's something you can cultivate starting tomorrow morning.
I like that.
Yeah. What if you could wake up and consciously choose joy over anxiety and flow over frustration, possibility over limitation? It's a miracle, this NuCalm. And it is the tool that the world needs right now
Well,
in
you're
order
talking
to.
about it being an amplifier, but it's also an energizer
Mhm.
because it's allowing you to heal at a very deep level, get rid of the anxiety, and then sort of like recharge the batteries in a way.
Mhm.
And then you
Yes.
can amplify whatever your intentions are.
Yes. Well, almost every day I'm asked about my secret, and now you know it. The question is, what are you going to choose to do with this gift?
Yeah, that's great.